Shalom. I want to start by giving all the praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to my teachers, the elder apostles of the great millstone who rule well, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elect tabernacle of David, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. And this is a lesson land backing off of the lesson that was done by Kazak, up and coming elder Kazak down in the Mississippi camp. And basically it's going into watching, because at this climate and at the rate and the trajectory of events that we see taking place in the world, this is the most vital point where all eyes should be clearly open, and we should constantly be watching for anything that can possibly pop off. And we understand that, this devil is making so many moves because his time is short, like it tells you in Revelation 12:12. So he's going to be throwing things constantly left and right from all types of angles. All right. And like when you want to keep somebody distracted, or if you want to make it to where that person is startled, sometimes you might throw various things at that person at one time to try to startle them. And when you're startled, you become confused. And when you're confused, you don't know what the hell is going on. And when you don't know what the hell is going on, that's when the enemy can get an advantage. So basically, don't allow this devil to take you off your course. No matter what he's doing, keep your eye open. All right? And that means what? Watch. And that's just adding on to what the brothers are saying, because that's the spirit, putting it on brothers to, give this warning. All right. Now let me get real quick. Let's get what the Lord said. And this is Luke 21, and starting at verse 34. And it says, "And take heed to yourselves," meaning pay attention, to yourself, "lest at any time your hearts," meaning your mind, "be overcharged with surfeiting," and that's a fleshly desire, where, there are certain things that you have a craving for, and you overindulge with that, and you're not paying attention to what effect it is having on you spiritually, physically, and even mentally. All right, surfeiting and drunkenness. Now, when you getting too bent, tossing too many shots back, you're not sober enough to clearly recognize what's going on. And then you'll be surprised when things come your way that you didn't expect, because, you were too out of it. You were too intoxicated. So we got to, especially at this point, we got to kind of loosen up on the drink too. And that's just through the spirit. I'm not saying don't drink at all, but this is what the Lord told us. All right. It says, "and cares of this life." At this point, especially seeing what Esau is coming down with, he's going to make sure that if you have the cares of this life, this whole system that he's setting in place, he's going to make sure that whatever it is that you have care for in this world, you will not have access to it unless you submit. You submit yourself to the powers that be. You submit yourself to their way, their new way, their order. So if you love your life and you have the cares of this life, well, it's a big chance that you might more than likely fail the hour of temptation. All right. And we did lessons weeks ago going into how, we're supposed to have no attachment to the things of this world. All right. And so that day come upon you unawares, and it's going to come upon those who are not paying attention, those that are not watching. It's going to come upon them unaware. Okay. Let's look up that word unaware. If you were already watching, then that means you've been aware. It says in Greek,
Strong's G 160. Eiphneidios. Eiphneidios.
and it says unexpected, sudden, unforeseen. All right, so this is something that you didn't expect because you wasn't paying attention. You know, and like brothers are saying, anything can happen now. Don't be shocked. Don't be surprised when something major takes place. We know that this is all the workings of Satan with all power, signs, and lying wonders. He's throwing all type of fiery darts, but you got to be able to quench them through the spirit. You see? So these things are going to come unexpected to those who are still asleep. And that's why, the brother brought out 1 Thessalonians, the 5th chapter. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. Okay? So we got to keep our eyes open. All right? We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but, it's been a lot of conflicting information coming out regarding what's going on. I even got caught up in it. I did a lesson previously, maybe days ago, on how, information been coming out, how this insurrection act that been passed by Trump, and all the troops are out there because Trump is finna, I guess, have some type of massive arrest going on. But come to find out, it's a lot of double agents, putting out disinformation to try to pacify, those patriot Edomites, those magatards, and giving them false hope, so that basically the deep state can go on and basically bring in their totalitarian communist setup. And that's basically what it is. It's a full takeover right now. So all that information that was going out there about how Trump seized all this information, and now he's finna get all these Democratic politicians and officials, and it was all information that they just circulated out there, because this was all part of the psyop. You see, so that even applies to myself. I gotta watch even more carefully, because he's throwing everything out there, but he's trying to confuse the masses right now. You don't know what to expect from this devil, But that's why we got to be grounded in the scriptures, because really only the prophecies is what we can trust, according to what we can expect from this devil, because the prophecies say what this devil is going to do. So really, we just got to stick to prophecy, and that's ultimately how we watch. The scriptures say, "Measure the time diligently in itself." All right, and we do it through what the scriptures say. All right, so let me back out, and let me read it again. It says, Salat. It says, "And take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this life, and so that day come upon you unawares, unexpected. For as a snare, meaning as a trap, all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth." Okay, because these people, they're simple. They think everything is all huckleberry, and they're hoping that things go back to normal. But we know ain't no way in hell shit is gonna go back to normal, man. This is pretty much it. There's no point of return. All right, these devils, they're on to the new. They're on to their new world plan. All right, and there's gonna be like I said in the beginning of the year, There's going to be all type of strange things, a lot of unexpected twists and turns, you know, and we just got to sit back and really pay attention and watch, because it's going to come as a snare, man. The Lord's going to do things on the right hand side that, you know, people ain't going to expect either. So we just got to watch everything, man. All right, the angels will manifest themselves more and more. There's a reason behind that, man. It says, watch ye therefore and pray always, that you may be able to be counted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. So we got to watch as well as pray. You know, pray for, you know, the brotherhood, you know, for the Akwaf that, you know, that believe, our families, you know, and also pray for ourselves, man. That the Lord have mercy on us in this time, that he give us the strength to endure through this time, you know, because we don't want to be judged with this world. We know that the Lord is preserving this world for destruction, man. All right, and Esau, you know, he's finna try to bring a lot of people down with him. All right, so hey, we got to be sober, be vigilant, you know, and constantly watch. Let me get that in 1 Peter. 1 Peter 5, verse 8. And it says, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. All right. And it says that he sleep not, except he have done mischief. You know, so he has to do something to cause, you know, major injury. All right. Harm, anguish, confusion. And a lot of it is aimed towards you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man, the children of Israel. You know, them pushing that jab so heavy. Pretty soon, your job is going to be threatening you to make a decision. If you want to continue here, you're going to have to, you know, get inoculated, or we're going to have to let you go. You know, so we got to prepare for all these things. That's why we got to constantly watch everything what this devil is doing. All right. There's boots on ground all throughout the country. So they're gearing up for something, man. We've been seeing a lot of drones, you know, that we normally don't see. You know, like over here in Vegas, you know, every once in a while you might see a drone here and there, but we're seeing them more often out here. You know, they flying all through the night, you know. So obviously, you know, something is up, man. And basically, we're entering into a international police state. All right, the whole world is being on lockdown. This is one big global prison right now. All right. So he's gonna, you know, conduct a lot of psychological operations to put these people, you know, in a hazy mindset, and that's how he's able to, you know, control these people. All right, got the people divided and fighting and, you know, war. You know, people not trusting in each other. That's due to all these psyops, man. Because these people are not paying attention. They're not watching. So anyway, let me go from there. And let me get Ecclesiastes. Because like I said back in Luke, you know, it said that it's going to come upon people, it's going to come upon the world as a snare, right? This is Ecclesiastes 9 and 12. It says, for man also knoweth not his time, as the fishes that are taken in an evil net, and as the birds that are caught in the snare, so are the sons of men snared in an evil time. And we're coming into that evil time. That's why we always quote Ephesians 5. You know, be circumspect, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the times, because the days are evil. We're in the evil time right now. So you got to walk circumspectly, meaning be cautious. The prudent man, it says, the prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. You know, this is why you need watchmen. The is being blown daily, and you're not getting no uncertain sound. All right, you getting, well. It depends on what camp you're watching, because you got other groups, they just blowing. They're not really blowing the right sound right now, man. They're giving an uncertain sound, so you don't even know. Should we be attentive? Should we, prepare ourselves? So they're gonna get these people that are watching those type of guys. They're gonna be snared. You know, because Jake wanna watch these guys and get entertained instead of preparing themselves and getting admonished and getting edified. All right. It says, when it falleth suddenly upon them, suddenly, all right, unexpectedly, okay, unawares upon them, okay. So, the spirit is on brothers right now, man. The elder, up and coming elder, Itazawam in the ATL camp, who was the second brother in the clip. It was different, brothers, man. You know, that's going into these things. Elder, up and coming elder, Rakaya Kwam in the London camp. And then up and coming elder Kazak. So that's the spirit, man. So, hey, this is just land backing off the brothers, man. Watch, anything can happen now. All right. So anyway, with that, I hope this was edifying. I'm going to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shai. Until the next lesson, Shalom.